Grand final time! Yes, we are on Alterac Pass, the best of 7, everybody. So we do the old play where the team that comes from the winner bracket has a 1-0 advantage. So in this case, team has a lead with a 1-0. It is a best of 7, which means the team that gets to 4 points first takes the victory here. This is a rematch out of the winner bracket final that we had just yesterday, where those two teams faced off for the first time. And LeBeast took one map in the best of 5 that was played there. So maybe today they can step it up a little bit and get more done. Got quick bans here on Lucio. It's a big map, so anything that you can do to just speed things up a bit, quite literally in his case, is usually nice and helpful. Hogger, for all of the control that he brings and also for the camp clear, is also eliminated. I wonder if Masquerade is going to go for some Stitches plays. Would be kind of fun. Playing with Dino here today. Obviously, again, this is the Nexus Cup, by the way, if somebody has still not caught up on that. So Nexus Cup means that we have a French tournament hosted by Malganyr, and this one has special rules in the sense that every single team needs to have 3 French players, or you can't play. Which pretty much means that team gets a bit of a freebie on that because they already have 3 French players on their team. It's not really a big problem for them. The red team has really done a great job, moving not only through the winner bracket up to the point where they faced off against Team for the first time, but also having a very solid run then in the losers bracket after they lost the earlier best of 5. And yeah, Marke and where is... Are we missing one? Bishops, there he is. Sorry, couldn't find him for a second. Mark and Bishops have done a fantastic job. Bishops in particular on his Hanzo. I mean, he always gets to a point in the series where his Hanzo gets banned, I feel. So, here we go. We got Jojo, Blaze. Very good combo, has been for ages now. Very sustainable at the front. Have always that bunker as a bit of a panic button when the shit hits the fan, so yeah, they can utilize that. Brightwing gets banned, so we don't have a global up to now. I would assume that Falstad is gonna make an appearance here. I would actually be surprised if nobody picks Falstad. Could even still go into the Haka if you wanted to, especially if you're on the side of the blue team. Technically, they could go into an all-out global play with Falstad and the Haka. Now, since they already locked in the Nubarak, I kinda wanna see if that's really the way that they are playing this, but on a map like this, I would be shocked to not at least see one global picked. So, yeah. There's Tracer, there's the Haka. Okay. Dino getting his Tracer. Good stuff. And here's Zarya! Ixia! On a lot of maps, especially the smaller ones, Zarya just keeps getting banned against him. So on a big one like this, they finally lock it in. Ultralisk with Maiev. Very heavy frontline now, obviously, for LeBeast as they're playing Blaze, Jojo, and Zarya here. But yeah, guys, let's go. Alterac Pass. And LeBeast is already taking a bit of a risk here. And they come out swinging. I like it. So, first map of the series. Let's see who's going to take the W here. Alterac Pass, and we're kicking things off with the Quasar on the Haka. We got Dino on Tracer, Banana H on Rega, Masquerade on a Nubarak, Mr. Mousegarade over here. I honestly have to ask him if he bought himself a new mouse, because I don't know. It was funny in Miami when he had so much problems with his mouse and had to blow into it the entire time. Ultralisk on Maiev, on the right side of the map. We got Bishops on Hanzo, Ixia on Zarya, we on Blaze, Make on Stukov. So kind of interesting how they're swapping roles now too. So Make all of a sudden finds himself in the support role since Ixia is playing Zarya this time. And play is going for Jojo. So here we go. Let's see if Team is able to lock in an early victory here, a 2-0. Thanks to the winners at bracket advantage that they have, or not. Yeah, nice attempt to go for Make. He dodged that out, so yeah, good for him. I like that the Haka immediately commits to a bit of a battle down at the bottom of the map. Now, of course, now he has to waddle his way back up to the top, but that's at least a good start for him. Well, a good start in the sense that they are showing they want to be aggressive here, and I like that. Obviously, it would have been much better for him if he was able to get a connect and lock in a kill on Stukov, so he lost some time there, so in that sense it's not really a good start. But I like that they at least show from the beginning that they are looking for kills and not simply for side lanes. So Tracer has taken over for now, and Quasar needs to get into his rotation here. There was an interesting story also at the event in Miami I mean, the Quasar was literally just like playing Blaze over and over and over again. And at some point we made a bit fun of it and we said like, dude, do you play anything else? And he's like, I want to, but they don't ban my Blaze against me. So if they leave it open, I just have to pick him. He's too strong, he's too good. And as I keep saying, on the final day of the Miami LAN, we had Blaze played 11 times in total, and he only lost once. It was a single map where Blaze lost, which is pretty incredible, honestly. So yeah, that hero is quite impactful. Now, when we're talking about Zarya, Ixia is going into the maximum charge here. They have a very beefy front line now with all of this, and that's something that team has to break through. One of the tools that they can use. They have pretty much two tools at this point. They have the disc on Maiev, and they have Nubarak with the cocoon. So if you can use the two not only to engage into fights, but also drive the battles a bit, isolate maybe someone, and just section them off, that would help you to get these kills. You come in, maybe you get a cocoon off against Zarya, you drop Blaze, then you make the engage and start to take one of the squishies out, and after that you follow up. So there is definitely some stuff that they can do. And well, they are leading with kill number 1 as they take Hanzo down at the bottom of the map, so good start for them. But yes, so level 10 abilities will as usual play a huge role here, and the two that I mentioned in particular would allow the blue team to just section off parts of the red team. So that can be fairly dangerous. On the other side, Make with good lurking arms, he can cause problems. And he's already trying to do exactly that. A bit of a tether play here instantly. Objective is up, but obviously, as usual, we are not having anybody commit to it yet. Normally teams wait at least until they have level 7. Sometimes we even see it delayed until level 10. But nobody really goes for it immediately and really commits. Something like that when Nubarak just goes in. With the Beatles, he just like takes the early lead, but as soon as someone is contesting it, he's just going to back off. It's a little bit of a freebie that he gets there, but there's not going to be a real commitment for the blue team. But thanks to the Beatles occupying those grunts, he's not going to have a problem to lock in some precious seconds for the team and give them a lead. So it's a nice and neat move that he can make with the Nubarak. That was actually pretty cool, because now they have a bit of an advantage on the objective, so when it comes to the battle later on, they have an easier time dealing with it. And they're actually committing a little bit more than I expected. Ah, well, they have level 7, so yeah, obviously. So they got level 7, so now they're starting to move in for it. But here comes the tether as Maiev is starting to connect it. The red team has started to fight back. We got already the explosive barrier, and I am the strongest. Well, as it turns out, you're not, because that is still Stukov. Stukov has the heavy hitting auto attack in Heroes of the Storm. Like, with that arm, I mean, you better. With that arm, you better have some impressive hits. Like, that man can slap like no other. Not even Slabathor is able to best him. Nice heal on Bishops, but they might still die. Bishops, oh, Rega with a big bite. Taking Hanzo down, the drag on Zarya, that's likely going to be the end of Ixia. They lock the kill in, counter kill attempt against Banana H, and that one works, but Make is also in trouble, and the stun is definitely not working in his favor. 1 stun, 2 stun, and that's a kill. 4 kills to 1 in total. Ui is getting body blocked here now as well, but there's just not enough damage in this situation to drop another hero. Still a very good spot for Team to be in. 4 kills to 1 plus an objective. That's as good as it gets in a spot like this. We're only 5 minutes into the game, and already they're making the move here. Through the top lane, through the mid lane and the bot lane. There's going to be a lot of walls that are falling. Not sure if they're going to be able to take an entire fort down, but yeah, it's going to be damage nonetheless. Yeah, that wall very easily taken apart. Bottom of the map, the one-on-one still continues. A bit of damage against Mousegate. Oh my god, what? How is Quasar always pulling this shit off? I really don't get it. You shouldn't be able to get these kills on the solo lane, but somehow he always is able to pull that off. We had a similar situation at the Miami LAN, where all of a sudden he took out Sylvana single-handedly, and stuff like that in a one-on-one on the side lane just shouldn't be a thing unless someone is ganking up on one of the players. But Quasar, he gets the kill, Blaze is down. Now at least the Nubarak falls, so we're seeing LeBeast starting to make some plays, and they're trying to take down Ultralisk too, successfully. So level 10 doesn't really give that big of a lead to Team... they couldn't exploit it. But the fort at the bot lane has still fallen, so totally worth. Kinda crazy, if you ask me. He's always able to get value. And while they go for boss, they go for the structure. So that's another fort gone. And on the one hand, yes, getting the boss is great, But at the end of the day, what you're trying to accomplish is taking structures down. That's exactly what we're now seeing from Team. So they might not have gotten the boss here, but I think that was still the better play, because this boss is... I mean, it's kind of unlikely that the boss is able to take the entire fort down. It depends a bit on how much they commit to this, but I don't really see it happening here. So, yeah, time will tell. Now, to the top, we need a few more of the blue team to defend this if they really want to make a difference. And talking about committing, the red team is actually moving in with a huge amount of players. Play is getting attacked. Cocoon is already out. That one didn't really help too much. They might get that fort after all, but it's a 5 versus 5 now. And they go... Ooh, blessed shield, okay. Didn't really work too well for them. It stopped them for a second, but there was no real follow-up on it. Still, shields out. Iron Skin is there. We also have Zarya providing a few more. Good arrow after the Haka connects the drag. The Quasar moving back out. Cage is down. We don't have a disc in this one. And the fort falls. So good for LeBeast. They bring it back and they take the fort down. They get the maximum out of the boss. And they counter the aggression that we saw earlier in the middle, where Team was able to drop a fort as well. Prisoners are going to pop up in just a bit. Structurally, of course, the blue team is still ahead, but not bad. Yeah, it's a nice one. 5 to 3 kills, 16,000 damage from Zarya, top damage for them, and 24,000 for Maiev. Died once, but yeah, Ultralis is gonna be interesting here. That is optimistic. I don't think that's gonna be a thing. I mean, Dino loves to make these plays, but if anything, he just prepped it. So, yeah. The red team is obviously very happy about the situation. The boss was down to 50% and they're saying, okay, we're gonna take this. Thank you very much for your help. So, of course, the boss is claimed. Again, it results in a fort taken down at the top. So I would assume that we are more likely looking at saying, ooh, nice dodge by Masquerade, well done. That could have been dicey. Level 30 talents already. But yeah, that boss is going to do some bot lane damage, and we're now talking about the next objective. Again, the blue team has taken the lead. The Haka can now play the side lane, since the map is so slowly opening up. Gets an additional wave before he tunnels in. And still looks for the drag, and obviously his ult. And the boss is starting to take down the bottom fort, so that one is likely going to fall. They're still making plays or attempts at them. For Blaze this time, there's Bloodlust. Bunker will have to be dropped sooner rather than later. There it is. But Ixia might be in trouble, and he gets murdered as Ultralis commits to the fight and comes in with the cleaves. Play nearly down 2. They go for Blaze, and that's a double kill. Zarya and Blaze have both fallen. And Jojo needs to be a bit more careful. She's way too far out here. And already very, very low. So they're trying to bait this a bit, I suppose. But even with that Iron Skin, you have to be very careful. That could have been the end of Johanna. If that timing doesn't really work out for her, there's definitely a chance that she gets murdered. But of course, the leading experience is still quite impactful. In addition to that, we get another objective for Team... They already took down the forts. They themselves still hold on to 1. We also have here the virulent reaction. But the big question now is, can they maybe even get enough experience if they split out on all 3 lanes to get level 16 while they're pushing with the objective? That would have been the dream for now. If you can make that happen, that would be fantastic. And honestly, it is kind of realistic. If the Haka is able to get this wave, I mean, this is 2 waves topside. So, nice dodge. Yeah, this is looking better and better for them. Level 16 talent advantage and then the objective moving in. That is as good a push as you're going to get at that point in time. So, here we go. We got Epicenter. Jojo is already straight in there. We also have, again, the Vengeful Knives, Bullet Spray, and the Tunneling Claws. And they are going to at least get a few walls here. Now, if they can drive the fight past the keep, they have a realistic chance of taking a keep down too. But even losing every single wall down there and opening the keeps up to some damage is already going to be a bit of a win. So down here, they're trying to take it down. Not really too much happening just yet, but they get some damage in. The same is also happening in the mid and up at the top. The fight continues on the other hand. The Dino is starting to go back in again with a bit of damage, needling away against the opponent's hit point pool. Yeah, mid lane opened up, as already mentioned earlier, and up at the top, similar thing. I mean, again, they didn't take the towers down, but still. So they are in a very solid position now to get slow but steadily damage in on keeps and take them a little below. 15, nearly 16 for LeBeast, so they are about to hit the next talent. Damage output on Maiev with 38,000 is currently top in the game, so Ultralis taking full advantage of all of this. 28,000 for Hanzo. Bishops hasn't been as impactful here as usually is. And now with another boss being up, we have Dainu and Banana H immediately going for it. As the Haka is going to take another wave down for extra experience and threatening the keep even further. The fight here is costing Masquerade's life then again. And the red team knows, of course, what's happening. 2 heroes are missing, of course they're moving to the top. Now, they let the boss go, so this one is on full HP. The problem is, as they take the boss, the Haka is going for the keep again. So this is something that we've now seen multiple times. He might not be able to get it this time, because Ui is at least moving in an attempt to shut him down. These dodges on the jet propulsion, by the way, are always on point. But there is also a risk that with the boss that has been claimed by the red team, they might even be able to threaten the keep on the top lane too. Camp is taken again. It's an interesting back and forth. I mean, there is a significant lead for Team Wow, but it's not as crazy as you might think. 121,000 siege damage for the Haka. And having a global on this map is just huge. I'm still a bit blown away that we did not get a fall stat for one of the teams here. So the Haka is in a really good spot where he can always apply side lane pressure and really force the hand. And eventually it's going to lead to keeps being destroyed. I mean, he is already the reason why the keep at the bot lane is so low. And as you can see, he's just sitting there. Once that he comes to a team fight, he will make his move. But at least for now, he's going to wait for the next minion wave, take this one down too. That should result in the keep being taken. And Dino is already moving in. They're double checking here. They know, of course, that the camp is currently getting attacked. They want level 20. They want also the keep at the bot lane. They got beetles in the middle that are making it easy to get damage in on the keep as well. So they are burning this down very quickly and they can dodge out towards the bot lane. One keep is already gone. And now here they're getting the second one too. Bishops is probably going to look for an arrow, but that's 2 keeps gone. That's 2 keeps gone. And they're making even a play for Make here. Arrow is out and connects, but they're still getting away from it. Blessed Shield, Bloodlust, everybody gets dropped. One ult after another, and they're starting to slowly fall back. The boss at the top, by the way, has not taken the keep. So structurally, a mad lead now for Team One, as we have an objective for LeBeast, and they need to exploit that now. They need to get value out of their objective or they're going to be in real trouble. We're going to have another talent advantage for Team Wah in just a bit. They're going to hit the level 20. So it's a bit of a do or die situation. With 2 of the armor shields already gone at the core, you know that you are in a real tricky spot. Ultralis cleaves it out again. Another tether too. And here it is. We got immediately Gladius washout. The Trader King is in. Huntress Shadow Orb is taken, and there's another tether. They're moving straight for the kill on Ixia, and they get it. No mercy from Ultralis. And here comes Dainu to clean house. He's going in for Bishops, and Blaze is dead, but there's the kill against Hanzo. Dainu still a bit low, might die here. Oh, the dodge! He finally dies to Stuko, but it's a 5-man team wipe, as everybody on the red team gets taken. So yeah, big fight here, as you can see. Tracer just dodging around the entire time, and finally they're making it a 5-man kill. Now they're obviously on the core immediately to end this game and take the 2-0 lead. Remember, they got 1-0 through the winner bracket advantage in this one. But yeah, big plays from Team Wow, 12 kills to 5, and they take the win on Alterac Pass. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Map number 2 is Braxis Holdout. In case there's confusion, there's always this internal debate. Does the team that comes from the winner bracket get a 1-0 advantage Yes or no. So there's pretty much two philosophies. One side says, hey, they should get an advantage because they were able to get to the grand final through the winner bracket. So in a best of 7, we give them a 1-0 lead. The other philosophy is what I personally prefer, where I say they already have an advantage by not having to play in the losers bracket. They play less games. They are more fresh when they're entering the grand final, and they also had more times to observe the other teams to get a bit of an idea what they want to do against them. So I prefer just giving them first pick and map choice on the first map. But that's pretty much two clashes, and honestly you can check the comments out and also write there what you personally prefer, what you think is the most fair approach to this. In this best of 7 though, here at the Nexus Cup, as you can already tell, we had a 1-0 lead for Team because they are the team that made it into the grand final through the winner bracket. So we are on map number 2, but the score is 2-0 therefore. X's Zarya gets banned. You might be able to, you might be willing to let it, you know, go on Alterac Pass, a big map, but now you're looking at Braxis Holdout and you're like, that is a 1-4 split on the 2 lanes, and it's not happening here. So Zarya gets banned right away, same is happening with Stukov. Very early Genji pick, so they're going very much so into the train of thought where you want to have heroes that can jump between the lanes. Anubara comes to mind. Kharazim is an option. We saw him in one of the earlier games. Muradin can traverse territory very easily. He's another one. On the side lane, you could talk about Urel, just to give one example. But of course, on Braxis, Rexa is very strong on the top lane. Blaze is still someone that you should always keep in mind. That hero is insane. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of those. There's a Nubarok already taken. And we get Hanzo together with that. It's a little bit easier there too. And yeah, what do we got? With a double pick here. You could also, I mean, in supports, I highlighted Kharazim a bit because it's one of the few maps where we see Kharazim more or less regularly. But if you're playing with Genji, Anduin, of course, is always someone that you at least have in your head. There's Muradin, so again, he can jump over terrain as well. Rhaegar's a little bit faster on the run here, so they decide against going for the light bomb Genji combination. But Rhaegar is obviously great on all of the camps that you have. He just speeds it up with his lightning shield. But we head into the next couple of bans, and we still have the side lane to consider. So Rayquaza could be targeted with a ban, or they're going for a ban on Dainu. That's another one that they could push in. Maybe get rid of Sylvanas, for example. If you don't want to play her Phoenix, yeah, we've seen him a bit more. Interestingly enough, especially some of the NA teams, Simplicity at the Miami event were quite fond of playing Phoenix every now and then. And in this case, Lucio. Speed of rotations is everything here. If you can collapse onto the solo lane a bit and gank up on the opponent's solo laner, then yeah, that's it. So, what else? Next two picks here. What do we get for Ixia, for example? He's very likely going to switch over to the support again. Make played previously on this map Gul'dan, so that's another one. The right wing, a little bit of global pressure at least. And there's our Sylvanas. It's actually funny to me how they're dodging out and picking a side laner. Normally those get picked a lot faster than that. And let's go at it. What do we have? Rayquaza, make a choice. Is it a Blaze, is it Rexa, or is it the Space Goat? There's a bit more that you could pick, but I would assume that it's one of the three. Oh, Sagara for Dainu! And we get Rexa. Okay, that is a lot of push power that they have for this. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. Yeah, Zagara's played a few times here. It's always a bit of a hit or miss pick. But she can be kind of cool. And honestly, it's fun to see her every now and then. But it's not the typical Dainu hero in the sense that you normally associate him with a hero that is a little bit more mobile, agile in the way that he moves. There's the Nubarok Blaze combo now. And that brings us to map number 2 of the best of 7 series. So guys, let's go and see if LeBeast can win a map or if we're going to see a 3-0 lead for Team 1. Team 1 with a 2-0 against LeBeast. To the day, I don't know if LeBeast is in any way related to Sonic LeBeast, who of course had his moment, his 5 minutes of fame there. But I assumed at some point that maybe Play is someone that is Sonic who renamed he renamed, but yeah, that apparently isn't a thing. So I don't know what the origin of that name is, but either way, doesn't really matter too much. We currently have for the blue team Quasar on Rexa, we get Masquerade on Muradin, Dino is playing on Zagara, as I already mentioned a bit earlier. Ultralisk on Genji, Banana H on Rhaegar, and on the right side it's Ui on Blaze, Ixie on Brightwing, Play on Nubarak, Bishops on Hanzo, and we get Macke on Sylvanas. And Sylvanas push at the bot lane is already starting up here, so they got the tower down to 20% HP, 15, something like that. Not too much. Top side, that's where we now have our solo lane established, Blaze and Rexa, as you would expect. Bit of a Beetle style here with the Legion of Beetles on level 1 for Play. And already the creep spread all over the place for Dino as he's trying to take control of the lane. And there are quite a few heroes on the other side who can deal with that, especially Nubarak later on. If he goes into it, can of course use that AoE burn to make sure that he discovers those creep tumors pretty easily. There's nothing worse than you playing against Zagara that is able to just spread creep across the entire map and establishes a legal map hack. So yeah, there's that. But once again, we're having, for now, some attempts of going not only for the objective, but of course for the initial kill. There's a lot of wave clear that we are seeing thanks to Dino and his Zagara plays, but they have more than that. Genji is of course getting a lot of damage out against the backline, or at least trying to put pressure on Macke and on Bishops in particular, the two damage dealers here. So, there that. And yeah, Masquerade has to be careful as well here. Okay, so the top beacon, as you would expect, goes over to Rexa. That's not really a shocker, considering that you have Misha and Rexa just splitting on lane on objective. It's very similar to what we're seeing on Dragonshire when Rexa is played. Now, it's not quite as impactful here as it is on Dragonshire, but still pretty important. Kill against Brightwing starts us off, and Macke! Ultralisk! Ultralisk! And he's dead! But a Nubarak, he is going to pay a price for this. Yeah, Nubarak is gonna die. He got the kill against Genji, but the second that he locked it in, he already knew that he would die too. So he's dead. But Sylvanas could have died as well. It was a vision play more so than anything else. Great escape by Macke, but there was a chance that we see Ultralisk delivering that one auto attack and then locking the kill in. Level 4 on both sides now, which gives us the Envenom Spines right here. Top of that, we now get the Thunder Burn too. And of course, the attempt to establish that lead even further. They're already at 36% on the progress with the beacon, and they're getting a little bit more. Not too much, but no matter who takes the objective now, the 100%, this is already a solid play by them too. And uh-oh, talking about solid plays, Nubarak! Oh boy! Bishops is in trouble, so is Nubarak. Bishops makes it out with 29 HP. Macke is also on the run, and damn are they getting slapped here. Yeah, these fights are looking fantastic for a team. Wow. The red team is doing what they can to stay alive through them, but it just doesn't feel like they're getting close to a kill. And now we at the top is also getting attacked. Ultralisk diving in deep to pressure him. He survives, but it's 100% to 0. So they get the full lead on this first objective, and Zagara is already up at the top. So she is going to move in now and tries to help destroying the first fort of the game. That's obviously what they're aiming for here. There's a lot of pressure. Bottom of the map on the other hand, they might even go for a kill. Ixia is a bit low, barely survives. Macke, he wants the kill on Quasar. The Storm Bolt shuts him down though. Misha moves in as well. Hanzo dies at the top, and Quasar gets out of the fight. Ixia nearly dead. Masquerade, does he have the jump? Oh, the Storm Bolt! Another one! And Macke! Oh my god, the battle down here. At the top, the fort falls. Here it is where Hanzo died a bit earlier. We got a level 4, by the way. They ignore all distractions, but what a battle again. The top side, god, they barely made it happen. Down at the bottom of the map now, we have the same thing going on. The pressure plays from the blue team as well. And this is just crazy. Ultral is trying to prevent the Hearth from a Nubarak. That didn't work. Stormbolt misses. Brightwing portaling in. I mean, we're all over the place. We're only 4.5 minutes into the game, and we're already all over the place here. So is the creep spread, by the way. So Dino is doing his best to ensure that they're having full vision of everything that's happening and know about every single rotation. Marcus stood no chance as Masquerade and Genji both move in from above. The big reason why they could do this, I highlighted it during the draft, is that they have the mobility to just move in from the top and jump out. They need that mobility to make such an aggressive play, and they used it perfectly here. So nicely done by them. They lock in kill number 4. They have an entire level lead now. And that is, yeah, that's pretty spectacular what they're doing here. Very aggressive plays. But LeBeast, they were able to play a very, very solid, not only winner bracket final at several maps, but also do well in the losers bracket after they got eliminated for the first time. So I wouldn't count them out just yet. Level 10 hasn't hit yet, and that normally changes the dynamic of the game quite significantly. So we'll see what they can do here. Already, the move towards the top left, Ultralisk, Banana H, they're going for camp after camp. Down at the bottom of the map, another quick jump. Yeah, Dino needs to also be careful because now he's up against 4. Slightly outnumbered. But yeah, the rotation will definitely come and help him after they took the camp towards the top left. It's a race to level 10. Both teams are trying to get to level 10, and especially Team Wa is trying to get it as quickly as possible so that they can use it during the first objective, the second objective, and maybe even push with it. So yeah, there's that. Now, half a level is missing until level 10. Okay, Stormbolt is already... Oh, that was a mistake. That burrow charge went a bit short. Yeah, that one got dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Now, we still have level 10 coming up, and of course, as I highlighted, the timing is slightly annoying. They even go for the boss because they realize they have level 10 in just another moment. And the red team is risking a lot by simply being here, so they are of course trying to dissuade them from going for the boss battle. But level 10 isn't there yet, so maybe they can't even make a play for it. And now Zagara is dead, and there's still no level 10. They mistimed it. Level 10 is finally there. Is it enough, though? I don't know. Masquerade is on the point, gets the Ancestral. They're backing off, and they lose the boss. Well played. And Masquerade himself dies. It is a really tricky spot to be in if you know your opponent is going for a boss and they nearly have level 10. But LeBeast, they looked at it and they said, guys, this is simple. They don't have level 10 yet. As long as we move in and we are decisive in our action, we can take it. And that's the moment where the blue team is just a little bit too cocky. If they wait a bit longer until they have level 10 for sure, they have a much, much better position. But instead, they are now starting to fall apart a little bit. The arrow was fantastic that we saw from Bishops. He's known for them. Quasar could have died here. Sylvanas, on the other hand, is inting a little bit. And yeah, so she's dead. They still get the fort at the top. So this brings LeBeast back into this. They were hoping for the experience. They couldn't get it in time. If they had level 10 at that moment, it would have been a very different beast. Masquerade, he's waiting for the Stormbolt, hits it, and that should be the end of a Blaze. No bunker for him in that situation. Top side gets still pressured. The boss, of course, still up, as you can see here. But we're talking about beacon control. And after we had 32% for the LeBeast, the blue team moved in and said, that's enough. Let's take it back right here, right now. Playing a Nubarak, trying to move in again. Masquerade already CC'd quite heavily, but Muradin is easily able to jump out. Still a lot of creep tumors on the map for Dino, so he can use them even further. But they're trying to get the control back over the top, whereas Blaze is not even interested in joining the fight. Instead, he changes his mind. He was moving down to the bottom, but he's trying to fight this out. Goes for Zagara, takes her down, but Sylvanas has fallen as well. So here comes that mobility again that I highlighted earlier. Muradin and Genji are easily able to jump out of these situations. There's no problem for them to traverse the territory, move down to the bot lane a bit faster. Arrow connects fully with Genji. And, I mean, honestly, Bishops is just fucking insane. Bishops, round of applause. Great Arrow. Bishops is absolutely nuts when it comes to his Hanzo play. It's crazy. That arrow on Genji just murdered him. Genji had no chance there. But the counter kills, they still happen. They take Brightwing, they take a Nubarak. So while we have 60% on the progress for LeBeast, we still have the top lane control for Team Wa. And now it's of course on them to try and turn this once more. 9 kills to 5. We have nearly level 13, so they're getting closer and closer to locking in the next talent, which would give them a slight lead on this one too. Question is always, can they or not? Right side of the map. More camps now on the map that can be taken, but the beacon control again, it goes to Team 1. They might be able to claim the objective, but as I pointed out before, this isn't a winner takes all. So 60%, even if you lose the objective, that's not shabby. That's still doing some decent work. 70% against 60, they're reclaiming the bottom. There comes the Maw. Blocks Ui as well. Masquerade is low though, 50% HP for him, as Genji completes his quest, and now the rest of the team is starting to join the fun. Now obviously, as you can tell, level 13 isn't available yet for LeBeast, so they gotta be very careful how they're approaching this. And here's another quick attack for play. Yeah, the hit is coming, okay. It's contested once more, but they're laying claim to it. And now we have the points ticking once again in favor of the blue team. We're getting closer and closer of taking the 100%. And Nuburak dives in deep, has nearly no hit points. The bunker gets popped and he doesn't stand a chance. Genji moves in with Rexa and they get the kill. Banana is low, Bishops wants him. Bishops! This time he went too deep. This time he went too deep. He went for the big play and couldn't get it. Blaze made it out, but there's the big Zerg wave coming now. Problem is that this one isn't really too small either. I mean, obviously not a comparison to what we're seeing at the bot lane, but still, doesn't really feel like we're having too big of a defense set up for the top though. It's only Rexa that has moved back to the Nexus and is trying to deal with all of this. Instead, at the bottom of the map, we have a full 4-man moving in for damage, with Zagara also adding more Zerg to the push. This has great synergies. So they're making their play now. They're trying to come in and go for the keep. I don't think they can get it, but even opening the wall up is going to be a step into the right direction for them. They still have a leading experience, and Nuburak wasn't able to force the fight there either. So yeah, both of the towers are down, the gate is gone, they have control. At the top, nothing really happens. So they are fairly even in structures. The big difference is really this one fort that still exists for Team 1. Outside of that, not that big of a deal. By the way, here now the Burning Beetles, as already expected a bit earlier, makes it also easier with the creep tumors on the map. Arrow, stun, jet propulsion, and Dino with the Maw saves the day. X-Strike, here we go. They take the kill on Nuburak. It was such a good combo initially from the red team, but now, oh, and they actually turned it again. I mean, this is just going left, right, left. First we get the big hits from LeBeast, then turns it around, Beast with another double kill, and now they're losing everybody. Damn, 5-man team wipe. What a play. Well, they go for the boss. Let's take another look at this one, but that was all over it. Look at this. 4 heroes dying very, very quickly. Then Bishops is trying to get the kill, but Rhaegar comes in with another Ancestral. They get Hanzo, and then they can finish it off with a drop on Sylvanas. And Zagara has pushed out the bot lane a bit. Obviously, Play knew what was coming. He checked them on the boss, but now he's in trouble, and if he dies, oh god, no! Oh, he was just trying to see if they go for boss or not, see what's going on there. Now we got level 16 talent for team. Wow, they got 17 kills to 7. The boss has been taken. They're trying to steal the camp, but a big arrow from Bishops again. Ultralisk gets out. The little crab is able to escape, and they steal the camp at least. I mean, no matter what you want to say about LeBeast, but this team is really aggressive. It must be Bishops. It must be Bishops. He brings the Russian aggression with him, and they are just going for fight after fight and are totally brawling it out. Now, always keep in mind that most of these teams are mixed teams. Team 1 is one of the more consistent ones, since they already have 3 French players, and as a rule in this tournament, you have to have 3 French players in your lineup. So it was a bit harder for the Beast, you know, to come together as a unit and team. They don't quite have the synergy that the blue team has, but kudos to them. They're really putting up a spectacular fight here, but they are still lacking a level 16 talent. Yep, still a bit tricky. 17 to 7. It's all about the bot lane now. Genji's at the top. Genji is all the way up at the top, and he's pushing this out a bit further. They still got a camp there. Down here, they already lock in some progress on the beacon. Blue team, they know they have an advantage, and it's all about level 60 now for LeBeast, but they can't take the fight before. Nuburak is already in trouble. The Maw is only hitting Trashwing. They try to go for the Fruit Fly invasion and take him down, but finally we got the next talent in. And here we go. Can they win this fight? They take down Misha, but look top lane. All of a sudden, Ultraless, he's not interested in the battle. He's not interested in the objective. He doesn't give a shit. He's going straight up for the keep. They lose. Rex are now down at the bottom of the map. That might give them some momentum. The arrow fully missing, but Rhaegar is dead too. Tried to go for the Self-Ancestral, and that didn't work either. But the keep is still gone. So 1 keep down, 2 level 1.5 level advantage for the blue team. But LeBeast, they are fighting back here, aren't they? Not only do they get... Actually, talking about objective, 98%. Holy hell. I thought they were way farther down. So with Sylvanas, apparently they're just trying to push here. They try to get at least a keep out of this. They already took the fort down. They're not even going for the objective. It seems like they're going a bit for a Hail Mary approach here. Top lane could become a problem if this continues, because we're now having catapults moving in as well. And the second one is just starting to join the fun here. They're already going for E. Nice dodge on the Storm Bolt. Well done by him. X-Strike. Ultralisk. Where's the Swift Strike when you need it? Jumps out. Gets poly. Dodges. Again. Protected. And dead. But the core shield is falling on the right side of the map. What is happening here? What is happening? 98% on the objective. They only miss 1 tick and then they get the next Zerg wave. And the core is taking damage. At this point, LeBeast has to end it. They go for Zagara. It's a 5 versus 3. They have to end it here, but I don't think they can. Core is not getting attacked anymore. The shield is building back up. It's too early in the game. The catapults aren't strong enough. They go in with Sylvanas. Nuburak, is he gonna die? No, he's not. The jet propulsion as they try to turn it again. What is happening in this game? It's absolutely bananas. But Nuburak, if he falls, yeah, they get the keep, but Nuburak is gone too. They are able to lock the keep in. There's another big play as Muradin gets dropped. Quasar literally pushed into a corner, feigning his death. He's delaying the inevitable, but he should die. And he survives long enough to help kill Sylvanas. Another jet propulsion. Banana Age with the big dodges. Duke City, baby. Here comes Genji. The spray is on point. What's going on here? Brightwing helps Ui out. 19, nearly 20 for them. We got 33 kills, everybody. 33 kills. And now they can go for the objective again and then try to push for the core. The Zerg wave is gonna go through the top. They're gonna try and push for core. They also go for boss now. They are trying for everything. What a game! Oh my god! Brightwing is the only one here and realizes that the Fruit Fly won't be able to deal with it. The boss is there, moving to the bot lane. Up at the top, the Zerg wave is now moving in. Bottom of the map, there's a couple of Lings rushing in, but that's about it. Double catapult too. Yeah, trying to collapse on the Nuburak now. Plays low and has to get the cocoon out, trying to save himself. That doesn't work. Sylvanas is also dead, was fighting the Zerg wave alone, and, well, she has to realize very quickly that Zerg are just superior. So this is really looking good. The arrow misses heavily. Rexar's defending, he's the only one. The more hits Hanzo. This is it. This is game. They're taking it. But holy hell, what a map. Braxis. It is a victory for the blue team, but boy did we see a back and forth with 36 kills in total. GG. Volskaya Foundry, map number 3, everybody. Thanks to the 1-0 advantage to the winner bracket, we have Team Wah with a 3-0, 1 map win away from locking in the big W here at the tournament and winning the Nexus Cup. Now, LeBeast, they obviously have not played together as a team for as long as the blue team, because, again, there's a 3 Frenchy rule that we have in the tournament. But at this point, they are definitely trying. These guys are just fighting it out time and time again. And when they took that boss, when they were able to steal it away on the previous map, it looked like they might just be able to turn this around a bit. Didn't really work out, so now we're going into Volskaya Foundry. In case you didn't know that, I'm a huge fan of this map. Big fan, big fan. It's so exciting, you know, like having having an objective that doesn't spawn in a predictable pattern but just gives a little bit of randomness to it that makes it interesting for the viewers and also for the players as they are pushing through these lanes. At the same time, I gotta congratulate Blizzard, because when they redesigned Volskaya, they made it so that the objective really has an impact. And that balance is pretty difficult to hit. So in this case, when you're getting a protector, you know, it's not too strong, but it's just right. But it's really impactful. So you never really feel that going for the objective is pointless, doesn't do anything for you, or that when you get a protector you would be better off just spawning a second minion wave or something. No, far from it. Like, it is just the perfect balance here. Volskaya Foundry, personally, I'm a big fan, as I already said. Yeah. If you can't tell, big load package of copium has been sent my way. So while we are watching the draft unfold, we already have a bit of a twist to it, because we have Medivh now already in the game. Stukov and Medivh, Diablo gets taken away, and Bishops goes for Hanzo. I mean, technically you could go again for the Hanzo arrow into Apocalypse composition that LeBeast used in one of the previous games too, but it didn't really have a big impact because the damage was just lacking, so they still need that. I want to see what Medivh is being comboed off with now, if they even go for a combo. Now, in the past, you've oftentimes seen Diablo plus Medivh, but there's a lot of stuns available for LeBeast at this point. And Volskaya Foundry, last ban. Zarya, of course, banned. Don't give Ixia Zarya. And here's the Vala ban. Now, that I find personally insulting. This would have been a really good setup for Vala. Okay, the memes are strong. Yeah, it seems like Team has decided that they're going to have a little bit of fun here. We already had a Nova pick today in one of the previous series when the team had a 2-0 lead. But now that they're 3-0 ahead, it is obviously time to bust out Nazeebo. And this is a good map for Nazeebo, so it's not just they're randomly, you know, picking any kind of shit that they want here. Nazeebo is a hero that wants to get into the late game so that you get your stacks on your baseline and so that you're able to make a move with your Val Infection later. And Nazeebo on a map like this should be able to hit his level 20 and then capitalize on that. So we're going to see how he's going to play this out. Dainu also needs to still pick. Seems like they might play Zul as a main tank, which we've seen obviously in the past a little bit. And here comes Rega and Usa on the other side. Again, it's a little bit of a meme, not something that they would play if this was the 7th map with a 3-3 score against the Hardos or whatnot. There's even Dainu with Nova now coming in. So yeah, the memes are definitely real. They're going to see what they can do with this. Against the double support with Uther and Rega, it's definitely going to be tricky. But we're going to have some fun. One way or another, this is going to be an interesting one. Let's go. Volskaya Foundry, everybody. Map number 3 in this grand final here at the Nexus Cup. Let's see who takes it. 3-0 for the blue team as we are heading into Volskaya Foundry. On the left side, Quasar with Nazeebo. We got Nova played again, this time by Dainu. Ultralisk on Medivh, Banana H on Stukov, and Masquerade is playing Zul. On the right side of the map, LeBeast with Ui on Blaze, Ixia on Rega, Make on Uther, Play on Diablo, and Bishops on Hanzo at this point. Now, once again, guys, take this with a grain of salt. This is definitely the blue team in particular having a little bit of fun here as well. Sometimes I wonder how they can complain about the quality games that they're getting in Storm League and then at the same time, you know, coming in and playing this crap and a tournament. 3-0 lead or no 3-0 lead. And then they're surprised that all of a sudden Nova players are popping up. It's like, I've seen this, it works. Well, they have to prove it that it works, but if the red team keeps stacking like this on a lurking arm, then it definitely will. Masquerade is already low though, and might have even fallen here. Dainu also eating a lot of dirt as he's getting attacked. Now, I liked it better when we had the previous Nova play, where it was comboed off with Tyrael and with Anduin, so all of a sudden you had Judgment Light Bomb into Nova Precision Strike. That was kind of cool. I'm not sure if I can really endorse the Nova plays that we're seeing here. Then again, I'm happy when we every now see a bit of Mimi Nova, because he's not really a hero that you get to see a whole lot. But if they really want to go all out and want to show some meme heroes, it would be fantastic for them, you know, to pick something like the Butcher. I'm actually a little bit sad for the Butcher because he never sees play. Even in Meta Madness, where towards the end we had how many heroes banned? 70 or something? I think it was even more than that. Even in Meta Madness, the Butcher was never picked, which is in and of itself insane. So, yeah, there's that. But the teams are going for the camps now. Obviously on Volskaya, getting camp control and getting items is one of the most important things. The first battle usually happens over the healing beacon that is now already getting attacked by the red team. Yeah, Medivh is sniffing all of that out and is getting some additional hits in, already at 16 stacks. And there's going to be a game of stacks for sure. If the late game is going to be a thing for them, and they are able to get their Quasar to a level 20, that would be great. Down at the bottom of the map, Play is getting taken apart nearly by this, but now that everybody else is moving in as well, this might be the end of... Yeah, this is going to be the end of Masquerade. He just gets bullied around here, doesn't get access to the portal, more body blocks. Masquerade goes down, kill number 1. And Ultralisk, I have no idea what he was thinking, but he apparently felt that he could somehow escape, and he is going to die. That's 20 stacks that he's losing there. So, yeah. Apparently, they're trying to run it down mid or bot lane, but they're running it down hard. That's 2 kills. And them losing the stacks on Medivh, that was kind of necessary. At this point, it was pretty clear that, yeah, that Zul would make it. So, he just got to back off at that point in time. So, not really a good start. Pandemic is in. Yeah, we know. We've known for years now, my friend. So, Pandemic on level 1, and we got the big Voodoo. Honestly, if anything, it surprises me that Blizzard didn't think it was a great idea to rename the talent on level 1. I could have totally seen that. Blizzard would pull a move like this, like, yeah, it's like tilting people too much, so we don't want to cause any PTSD, so we're renaming the talent. I could have totally seen that. I think the only reason why they didn't do it is that nobody came up with that great idea. But I could have seen that to be a thing. Player killer number 1 is moving in and takes the kill on Uther. So Space Girl drops the Lightbringer. And that is the first one that they have. So at least they're going to get 1 here. Can they get more? That's the question. It's going to be still a 5 versus 5 in the middle. But the problem is that they don't have level 7. Team Mach, that is. Zul is trying to remedy that through a top lane push against Blaze. And there it is. XP is in. The Toads of Hugeness. A lot of clear that he has. I mean, he is starting to take all those waves, one after another. 71 stacks, it's pretty good. Oh, big toads against Bishops. Bishops, he's very much so alone here. They tried to go for the Quasar, but they just couldn't make it work. And now Play is in trouble. And he should die. They should be able to get him here. Oh my god, they were so close. How low was he? It seemed like he had single-digit hit points for just a moment. Zul is moving in and is trying to bring in the final hit. And even he can't pull it off, but instead they're just killing Rhaegar. So they're just going for the dog. If they can't get Diablo, then they're just taking the dog down. So that's now the second kill for them. And things are starting to get a little bit better for them. Looks much, much better now. And I say that, and then Nova gets murdered. As apparently Dino thought he could go a little bit too deep on this one. Up at the top, Quasar still stacking. Yeah, 79 stacks now. Has to work on this. And look at this, sneaky. They're moving in to try and take them down here. Steal the items away. Get that turret, baby. Still playing it out on the objective, and again, buying time is fantastic when you're having a Zebo on your team, because at the end of the day, all you want to do is get him into the late game and then really capitalize on the violent faction. And he's already doing a lot of damage with his push. Later on, he's pretty much going to solo the core when it comes to that. Only exaggerating slightly. That was a nice trap, though. Yeah, good damage, but he just can't break the tank. Banana Age gets the portal and is out, but that was clutch for a second. They are still pushing the side lanes out, though. They're doing a great job controlling them with Zul, but obviously now we had at least the first protector taken. Masquerade is not really too impressed. Build on Nova, just to give you a bit of an idea, we're going into advanced cloaking, rapid projection, and anti-armor shells. Exact same build that we've seen previously. And here's level 10. Level 10 and the protector. Now, if that doesn't do anything for you, then I don't know what it does. So here comes the Ancestral. They're trying to go for De Quasar and the two. Zebo, the Witch Doctor, still surviving here. Yeah, level 10 on both sides. Ultralisk, 40 stacks, 27. Look at this. The arrow comes in, and now they're following up. Banana H dies, but as long as they're keeping Ultralisk in play, that's at least something. Yeah, and as I say, he dies and loses his stacks again. I mean, so much for that. Oh boy, he died twice. Once with 20 and once with 28. At least got a kill on Blaze, but yeah, that only goes so far. 100 stacks for Dequaza. Again, he's doing well. Level 10, and he's already more than halfway done with this. Uther is down, but it seems like Masquerade is also going to get dropped. So we have 4 kills to 6. Dainu with a precision strike here. They went for Gary, so it's Gargantua in time, but Nazebo is dead, and that's kill number 7 for LeBeast. It's a little bit of a mini-game that Medivh seems to be playing here, and he gets a kill. He takes down Hanzo, so he's starting to stack again. Leyline into nothing. And that's always the best. Leyline into nothing. I think maybe he thought that Precision Strike was still available. That timing could be a bit dangerous, but yeah. If you get a good Leyline off against 2-3 stacked, then Precision Strike might really do work here. But again, time is of the essence. It's a big one. Like, I will honestly never forget, there was a game in HGC. I cannot remember the teams. It was 2 North American teams, and they played on Dragonshire. And I still remember that the red team was playing an Azebo strategy. And they were just delaying the game time and time again. And the blue team, they took structure after structure. The fort fell, 1 fort down, 2, 3. They dropped all of them. They even got a key. And then at some point, finally Nazebo is level 20, and I'm just like, alright, here we go. Time to play, baby. He had the Violent Infection, he had the stacks, and they were working for at least 20 minutes or more until he was finally in a position where he could turn it. And what does Nazebo do? He just runs through the bot lane, all alone on Dragonshire, past 3 bushes, and gets ganked up by the blue team, who continue to just move for the core and end the game. I was so fucking mad, you have absolutely no idea. It's like, boys, this is 20 minutes of my life that I'm never gonna get back. I think it was Tiger JK that played back then. It was insane. It's like, you did all the work, and then once you're finally done and having in a good position, you go inting. Talking about inting, seems like that little choke point turned to be a death trap for the red team. First they lose Uther, then they lose Rhaegar. You play a double support and you lose both of them. They still try to go for the moves up top, but play is about to go down too. And he is not going to make it this time. There's no way. There's just no way. He's going to get clapped by Stukov. There it is. Stacks are lost. They at least got Nova. Player killer number 1 got played again. Turning it on Ultralisk. If that arrow hits him and kills him, that would be too good. He's at 19 stacks again, so he's getting there. So here we go. We got Blaze dying. And they made me play for Dequaza too. Yeah. They bring him away from the portal, and that's a rip. He's down. 137, so here we go. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes, you know, when you are just about to complete your quest, you just get a bit too confident, and then you make that one mistake, and it costs you the game. We're not that far in just yet, but that's always the risk when you're looking at these situations. So they're going to try and delay the objective even further, but we have 9 kills to 9, level 15 for both. So the good thing for Team is with their composition, they're not falling behind too much. That's really important if you're going for a play like this. You don't want to end up trailing behind by 2 levels. Sometimes in the past, we've even seen Ragnaros, for example, comboed with Nazebo. The logic behind it being pretty simple. You use your trait when your opponent gets the objective. So you're always willing to fall back and give up an objective, but then you trade with Ragnaros and use the Molten Core just to slow the opponent down when they're using an Immortal, a Punisher, or whatever it is, to buy more time for Nazebo to get to 20. And Nazebo is getting attacked again, and Dequaza might fall. He gets the stacks together, so that's good for him. But this time, Medivh is ready to save the day. So he's still alive. 143 stacks, so he just needs another 30, and then he's going to be good to go. Level 4, by the way, just so you know. So he went for the big voodoo over here. And now we got the 16 talents in. Spider Colony is taken. There's the ley line. Do we get the precision strike? Yeah, up at the top. Already another self-ancestral attempt. Divine Storm from Uther still up and could be used. And here comes the first stun. There's the second. And that should be a double kill. Medivh dies again. He just loses all of his stacks. Not like this Ultralis. Third time that he died. And this is also the end of Nazeebo. They are going ham. They also have the Protector. Rega still alive. Dino try to get the kill. Might still be able to get some damage in against Ui, but no, not even this is working. So yeah, as they are rotating, take another look at this. I mean, I feel a little bit bad. First he died with 20 stacks, then he died with 28, now he died with 25. Medivh dead again, Zul dies too, they get the kills, they're going for more, and now of course topside gets pressured by the Protector. But again, the strategy is still alive. The whole thing that you're trying to do here is make it to 20 and then let Nazeebo do his thing. But they are starting to fall farther behind. So that's definitely also happening. One foot is down. Second is getting attacked here. We got 154 stacks now for Day Quasar. So let's keep that in mind. And yeah, what's the damage, by the way? 56,000 for player killer number 1. Nova, top damage in the game. Best hero confirmed. Everybody died 3 times with the exception of Stukov. Leyline is in. Yeah, where's the Nova when you need it, right? They are taking so many of these forts down, by the way, with the second Protector. It's a little bit crazy. It's honestly a bit nuts. That's dangerous. Can they get kills here? That would be the absolute dream. Get some kills, slow down further. Nice arrow, Apocalypse. And another kill as Stukov dies again. 160, oh my god, that charge! Precision strike to zone them didn't quite work. Masquerade is dead too. They're trying for the momentum here. They're really trying. I honestly think that the Nazeebo strategy would have been so much better if they would have just not picked Nova. Maybe also like a proper tank. They go for Ixir! That's the kill! That spray as well! Get it, baby! They're literally trapped between the fort and the keep. But obviously the next minion wave is going to help them push this through. Nazeebo still with a few more plays. All that he needs is a couple more stacks. They're getting close at level 20, but it is a big gap between the two teams now. 10 kills to 16. Nice move with the ice block, but he still was too far out and is going to get punished for it now. Quasar. Oh, he gets away. The precision strike zoning them further. And Nazeebo gets the kill on Hanzo. Get wrecked. Oh boy. Hanzo is down. God, I love it. Nearly level 20 for the red team. 170 stacks for Nazeebo. So yeah, he is getting there. He's gonna have it by level 20. Does he get to the Vital Infection though? That's a moment, you know, when you make it to Vital Infection and instead of going for it, you're upgrading Gary. You're upgrading the Gargantuan. Oh, that would be it. Yep, there we go. Has the 175. Okay. Now, topside is pushing that out further. 11 to 16. One level is missing. And they're starting to also take some of the structures slowly down. But now they have to fall back and not fight and also not get caught. Because guess who? It's Diablo. Oh, good shove. Great shove. Leyline, baby. Precision strike. There's the toads. God, these things are huge. Huge toads. Huge damage. The stun not well timed. They're getting away from the apocalypse. Run! The arrow! Caught by the decoy. Decoy arrow. Nice. Yes. Stukov is dead again. Demotion incoming. He's definitely dying too much, but it's only half a level until they have level 20. Dino is on the run, gets a portal, and gets out. Control point is unlocking in 17. Crazy game. Crazy game. By the way, Nazeebo has 57,000 damage. I'm just going to give you a bit of an upgrade because we are going to see how his damage works in relation to other heroes once that he is able to get his level 20. So as we are approaching level 20, keep in mind Nazeebo has roughly the same amount of damage that Hanzo does. 58,000 for both of them, and he's roughly 20,000 behind with Nova. Just so you have a bit of an idea. And here it comes. Vital Infection is in, and that is going to change the game immediately. Unless, of course, he gets instantly killed. So So here we go. Viral Infection is in. It's party time. Maka already getting attacked, and they're falling away from this. They're like, yep, we don't want to do anything here. Not right now, at least. So keep your eye on Nazeebo. 20,000 behind Nova, and roughly on the same amount as Hanzo. If we're going to get some prolonged team fights, that should change very, very rapidly. We're 16 minutes into the game. We have 28 kills in total. Hanzo, obviously, the main damage dealer by far for the red team. Makes sense. I mean, they have a double support and double front line, so duh. And it's all about the bot lane. It seems like they're gonna let this go. I don't see a Protector doing a whole lot against Nazeebo anyways, but structurally he's also going to start to crush this very, very quickly. I mean, he gets the Toads out here, and that is solid damage. Dibble's coming in, trying to make the play, immediately with a stun here. Zul already moving out, and they get another ley line connected. The ley line is incoming. And precision strike! The bunker is up too. And in the mid lane, the attack is still going. So they're doing some damage towards that fort. 95% at the bot lane when we're talking about the next objective. It is immortal time. Okay, so here we are. More spiders, more fun. Hanzo doesn't think so. He's sitting here, is like, yeah, I don't like that. But now look how deep Ultralisk is as well. He needs to stay far behind. He's taking some of those minions down. I think they might just give this one up, honestly. But yeah, there's more poison coming in already. They're taking position again at the bottom checkpoint. Yeah, spiders are out. They're starting to nibble away. Also, the Toads are moving in. Leyline completely missing, but the return works. He gets attacked again. Ultralisk, another stun, and he dies once more. Oh boy. Yeah, the damage gap is closed quickly. Already Nazeebo is way ahead of Hanzo and is only 12,000 behind Nova. But it's not enough to save the day at the bottom objective. Question is, of course, still, can the Punisher or the Protector really do a whole lot of work, given that Nazeebo from behind the gate can just get that damage out here? Should be able to burn this away quickly. But they need to be careful, because there's going to be a Diablo engage at some point once he gets out of this one. But look how quickly he's closing the gap between himself and Nova. He's just fully moving in on this one. So they're trying to get the keep, and I think they might be able to pull it off. I don't think that they can go for the core. I mean, Medivh is back in 10, 15, and as you can tell, that Protector is nearly gone. So there's the hit. Immediately Maka gets attacked, gets a stun. They're trying to make the big play. The ice block. Oh, the Ancestral saving Maka. But play is incredibly low. They can't get to him though. So that's a problem. Dino is sitting in the back and trying to clean house. Nazeebo is just murdering the damage. Look at his damage numbers. It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. He's taking over. No problem whatsoever. Hanzo dies. Stukov too. It's a total slaughter over here. Play is on the run. He's not going to make it out either. So Diablo's eventually going to die. They're trying to chase a little bit more as Dino is attempting to get the kills together with Ultralisk. Zul is at the top, Uther is already dead, Nova's still top damage. The question is just for how much longer, because Nazeebo is moving in, he wants a piece of the action here, and he gets some. It's nuts, absolutely nuts. Yeah, but they lost another keep, and in the mid lane, Nova even using the precision strike to clear waves now. It's the last keep that they have. They need to do work now. I mean, again, now you're in a position where you can finally get damage, you can get kills in. Nazeebo's obviously still stacking, and his damage against structures is also crazy, as you can see. But they haven't taken a fort yet. So they now need to move in and take these forts down quickly, because currently it's catapult after catapult that's pushing. So one is already falling down here. In the middle, they're destroying the next. The outer ring of defense is soon going to be gone. But can they really go and make it happen? The comeback, can they? That's the big question here now. 234 stacks. Arrow, nice, nice, nice. And another kill. Bishops is a fucking monster. I said it the entire day, I'm still standing by it. Him on Hanzo is nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Arrow after arrow, hit after hit. It is crazy. 35 kills in total. Once again, Zul is dead. He died 5 times already. We got 80,000 damage on Hanzo. But look at Nazeebo. Nazebo is at 105,000, so he is going to claim top damage at some point if there's another extended battle. But given the fact that we are now 21 minutes in and they are 2 keeps short, Catapults might eventually end this game. Nova, honestly, will have to use her ult a little bit more for wave clear eventually, if these side lanes push out. Nazebo is about to take over, by the way. Ice block! Stun! That's the play! That's the move! He gets away! Oh, holy shit! That would have been such a disaster for them. Bishops! Bishops! Yeah, no hit points, no problem. Bishops doesn't care. He has 2 supports. He's just going for it. He is just going ham. Nazebo has now taken over, 30,000 damage also ahead of Hanzo. But boy, if they take Nazebo down in this little encounter, that could have been it. Oh boy, 244 stacks for him. It's objective time again. Objective number 4. And now you gotta fight for this a little bit. And they already have Ultra. This is at 9 stacks again. This is comfort zone. Once he hits 20, then yeah, he starts to end a bit. Bot lane, catapults are moving in, so keep Nova a bit in mind. She might have to use her ult to deal with that. Went, by the way, on level 20 for the Apollo suit. So, yep, cooldown reduction here. Here's the play. Leyline already used against 2 of them. Nova! And she's dead. Yeah, Nova down, and now they're losing more. This is bad news. This is really bad news. Nazebo on 20 doesn't really matter if the rest of your team doesn't stay alive. So the Quasar, he's getting the damage connected, but they're just losing too many heroes, and I think this is the moment where LeBeast is finally going for it. 127,000 damage for the Quasar. I mean, look at him. He was 20,000 damage behind Nova earlier. 20,000. And now in the span of a couple of minutes, he has pulled ahead by 15k. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. This should be the end though. If they would have not memed around that hard on the rest of the picks, I'm pretty sure that this could have ended differently. But given the fact that they went for Nova as well, and then also the Zul main tank, this was just a bit too much to handle. So right now, as you can tell, they are going to go for core here. And with Nazebo, yes, you have a lot of damage available to you, but a Protector at this point doesn't kid around anymore. This is just too much damage too quickly. Leylining the Protector. I like it, but I don't think that is going to help them. That Beast is just doing too much work. Nazebo is down, and that puts the nail in the coffin. This is game, everybody. Finally a point on the board for LeBeast. Nicely done. GG, well played. Team will have to fight in another game to secure a victory in the Nexus Cup. Game number 4. Let's go. We got Battlefield of Eternity, everybody. Team against LeBeast. And this is going to be an interesting one. Well, I mean, again, it's going to be interesting either way. So on the one hand, we have Battlefield of Eternity with Team coming in and just saying, all right, now we're going for like full-on normal action. Or they could just try and meme it a bit. I think they could have won the last map if they went a little bit less ham on the crazy. So the Quasar's Blaze gets banned, Lucio gets banned as well, and I'm very, very eager to see what the blue team has in mind this time. Technically they are still 2 maps ahead, so they could go a little bit crazy here. But yeah, first we got the ban on Zarya again for Battlefield of Eternity. That makes obviously a whole lot of sense. There's the Ultralist Liming though, so an early pick into Liming right away, which already shows you that they're definitely taking this a little bit more serious, I'd assume. Sylvana's banned too. And if you are LeBeast, how do you deal with that now? The cool thing about these games is that it felt that every single one of them was just all-out war. Everybody just went in for the big kills. I mean, they're not really holding back. You're not seeing a triple global on one side just trying to play the macro game. Now we have Hanzo and we have Tyrael. Judgment into Hanzo Arrow. Bishops and his Hanzo. It's honestly impressive. Diablo and Tracer. Oh boy, okay, here we go. So we got Tracer for Dino immediately, and we got Diablo. That is, yeah, right away getting interesting. With Ana now getting banned, so no nano boost for Li Ming. Yeah, Ultra doesn't need to be boosted. His natural boost level is high enough. And there's the Stukov ban. Yeah, I mean, we have seen games with Judgment into Stukov lurking. I mean, I'm only halfway memeing. So that's definitely sometimes a thing. Does that mean that Judgment is going to be picked a lot in the future? No, obviously not. Sanctification is still the go-to. But we have seen a couple of games every now and then where Judgment can make sense. So here comes Cassia, and we get Rhaegar. And Ui has to pick his side laner. Blaze is already gone. What is open? Could play Urel. Leo is up as a good side laner. Who am I forgetting here? I'm totally blanking right now. Team? Could play the Haka. I'm forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting? Oh, come on! No!
Nope.
Okay, apparently they want to meme a little bit. Yeah, trolling again. I mean, since they pick outside of Artanis mostly good heroes and great heroes for them, yeah, I'll let that one slide. But yeah, obvious troll is obvious. Again, guys, don't do this at home. So, last pick. Thrall, we got the War Chief in. Let's go, everybody. The War Chief in the house. Battlefield of Eternity. The score is 3-0. Sorry, 3-1. Let's see who takes the next map. Oh, God. Fucking Artanis pick. Let's go. Game on! Banana H for the blue team on Malfurion, and Dequaza is trying to ruin Storm League games again, picking Artanis on Battlefield for the memes, baby. We have Masquerade on Diablo, Ultralisk on Li Ming, and Dainu on Tracer. On the right side of the map, Ui is playing Thrall. We got Ixia on Rhaegar, Mak on Cassia, Bishops on Hanzo, and Play is playing Tyrael. Yeah, so obviously the Artanis fans in the chat, they're already sitting there like, viable, viable, viable. Yeah, I gotta disappoint you guys. No, Artanis is still not viable unless you outclass your opponent. I'm well aware of that. That hero is still garbage compared to the options that you have besides him. So yeah, you win games despite an Artanis pick, not because of it. So this time they didn't want to go as deep as picking Nova and a Zebo and Zul main tank. But they still couldn't resist completely after picking a couple of hard-hitting heroes. We're now seeing Artanis on the side lane. For the memes, baby. Team Wa has their own little flavor of trolling. I mean, they literally told me when we met up in Miami that sometimes they just pick a hero randomly. They let randomness decide which hero they pick last, and then try to make the best out of it. I'm like, yeah, you guys are great, you're fantastic. And I have to explain to chat then that they shouldn't do that shit in Storm League, and you win with it because the skill gap is too big. And they were just laughing, and I was just like, don't complain to me if your Storm League games are a nightmare again because people pick the wrong ones. But yeah, either way. We get an Artanis, so let's see what he can do with this. It would be funny as hell, honestly, if they would just lose it. But given the fact that we now have Tracer played by Dainu and Ultralisk also on Li Ming, I think chances are pretty solid that this is going to be a much tougher match for LeBeast. Now they themselves have, with the Trolling Thunder on level 1, Thrall at the top lane, so we don't see him in a 4-man setup where he's trying to stack Trash Lightning. We also have no stacking on Cassia, Charged Strikes, that's it. But outside of that, more or less what you go for. One of the big noob traps, by the way, is this talent. So this, not because you don't pick it, I mean, again, you don't pick the hero, but when you pick him, that talent is actually solid. But this is one of the reasons why a lot of the Plastic and Wood League players think that Artanis is a great choice on Battlefield of Eternity in particular, because they think like, oh my god, all the damage that you get in on the Immortal. It's a little bit like the old Creed of the Hunter and Vala, so yeah, be careful with that. And by the way, before the haters are coming in again, I don't want to talk about this topic too long, but obviously Artanis can still be fun. I'm not saying you can't play him in quick match, but if you want to win the game and your main objective is winning, that's not the pick. But yeah, Dequaza's gonna have some fun here. But honestly, if he picks him now, I want to see some God Swaps. At least give me a couple of God Swaps and just go for the big ones. He had actually a viewer match in Miami also, where he picked Artanis, and it was quite funny because Kevin, the owner of the LAN center, was playing his Sylvanas against it, and Dequaza was complaining how Kevin dodged out on every single swap that he wanted to drop, and that he couldn't grab him. So now he has another chance to show his swap game, because when he was playing in North America with that boy in the fun match, the side match was played there, it didn't really go too well. But yeah. In this case now, we got level 4 talents kicking in, we have level 5, we got Immortal spawning, not a single kill up to this point. Nothing really crazy happening yet, just everybody getting prepping up. And we'll see what else they can do now. Who gets the first blood here? Who gets the first Immortal? Hanzo obviously fantastic, not only for bishops, but also for the map in particular. Top side, that's where we're still seeing Dequaza holding off against the Shaman camp, or the remainders of it. But Dino is starting to work the damage in now. Oh, nice connect! No stacking on level 4 for Thrall, but that would have been a nice one. Hit 2 easily there. And halftime show is already over. And also, this is still active, so you gotta deal with it. Unless, of course, you're just trying to burn the Immortal down as quickly as you can and then rotate to the bottom of the map to deal with it a bit delayed, and you're just taking the hit onto the towers. That's also something that will work for you. They're really close on getting this one, and that's gonna be a solid shield too. Artanis is trying what he can on the left side. But yeah, the red team just needs to go for one solid focus fire and a bit of Hanzo poke, and they're gonna lock this one in. They lose Tyrael for it, but Tyrael Explosion is able to take it. 7,000 hit points left on the shield. So now the travel down to the bot lane. Tyrael is gonna be back shortly after that, so they will at least be able to do some work here. Can they take the fort? Not really likely. Happens every now and then, but generally speaking, they should be able to go to the wall and take, let's say, some of this down. But Thrall is still at the top. Tyrael isn't here yet, so they gotta be careful. It's currently 4 versus 3 now that Malfurion has arrived. And off we go. Takes the wall down as expected. Can they do more though? That's the question. We got already the Ancestral Wrathins, a little bit of nuke and self-sustain, and play is about to go down again. Can they take him? Sneaky! Dequaza going for the swap. Doesn't quite work, and this Immortal got more than I thought, but it seems that at least Ixia is gonna fall. No, he doesn't die either! Gets away! The doggy on the run. Dequaza! Ooh! Swaps himself in, out, and escapes. And Thrall is alone at the top lane. So this entire rotation down to the bottom of the map hasn't done a lot for them. Instead, Thrall is now starting to attack towers. Yeah, gets one and controls this lane quite easily. With Artanis not even meeting him at the top. No, he moves back down as they're trying to force a 5 versus 4 battle. And once that Maki realizes that, they need to back off here. They can't fight against the numbers advantage. Yeah, Artanis back on the way towards the top. Has to. But look how low they are. Especially Banana H needs to be very careful. Maki! Dino nearly getting the first kill here. Yeah, we have one already, but yeah. So, off to a decent start. Both are again aggressive as usual. We have for Artanis now the Psionic Energy, a Synergy, and the Chrono Surge. And with level 7, as I said, the Ancestral Wrath is going to make a big difference for especially Thrall with the nuke potential that he has as he's moving in. So right now, up at the top, the damage to the wall has been done, but we see the same thing happening down here at the bot lane, and now it's time for a bit of a chase. And guess who's coming to party? It's Thrall. Yeah, Thrall is saying hello, or at least tries to, but realizes that he won't have an impact here, so is already moving towards the top. Dino sees that as well. It's always the idea when you're moving back down that you're turning this into a numbers advantage for your team for just a couple of seconds. But in this case it didn't really work out because the blue team disengaged too early for them to have a chance to force the fight. But the objective is up. Could see the early level 10 for LeBeast. It's not a big difference. But if you can just time it right, then maybe. Yeah, starting to attack this already though. And they're also going for Maki. And Cassia is in real trouble and she goes down. Fully isolated here, no chance. The rest of the team also struggling a bit. Play on Tyrael is moving back out, but that's kill number 2 now for team. And that opens up the objective a bit. As we already have a swap attempt here. Yeah, Dequaza successfully suicided by swapping himself into 4. Now, if you want to see a high-class Atanas play, this is exactly what it looks like. So you look for a position, you look for a position, you look for a swap, you look for it, you swap yourself in, then you're surrounded by 4 and you die instantly. So that's the typical Atanas play. So Atanas down, potential fulfilled, and now we got level 10 on both sides. But yeah, with 2 kills to 2, bit of momentum for LeBeast. And let's have a look at what we're gonna get with the next objective. Because with Hanzo poking, there's a solid chance that LeBeast is locking in the second Immortal too. Now, we got Earthquake, by the way, for Thrall. No Sundering, no splitting the waves here. Coming again, Ixia, Sanctification. Maybe a bit early. Oh, the arrow! Nature's Cure, that was important. But yeah, Nature's Cure is in. Now we have the attack on Banana Age, and he can't survive this. No, they drop him finally. And now they're looking for more targets. Nice! Into the Immortal Stun. Well played, but the Ancestral's still going through here. And now they can go for Dibbles, and Masquerade is dead as well. Alright, Masquerade is down. They take the Immortal for the second time, but it gets a bit closer now. And here we are. Move towards the top. So let's see what's going on with this one. Can they maybe take the fort down? Yeah, up to the top. There's the move now. Maka is moving in. Yeah, they need a little bit of an assist if they really want to have an impact with this one. Shield is low enough as is. Tracer gets the kill against Thrall in the meantime down at the bottom. But they would outnumber them topside now if they were to just move in with everybody. But of course, they're trying to at least catch Masquerade in the rotation. He doesn't have any stacks, or very little. 44 is not enough. So he dies. And that is Dibbles down for the second time. So they're starting to get a pretty big kill lead. Dino also slowly takes the poke. Topside fort has not been destroyed, but it's low. And they might just be able to get a bit more down here. Can't stay too long. Maka is moving in too, so they have the numbers advantage again for a few more seconds until Talis joins. Misses the swap, but they should be able to poke this one down. The wave alone is already doing work, and Tracer just gets blown to pieces. 6 kills to 3, another big arrow. Get wrecked! That was ruthless. Artanis is dying too. Thrall takes the fort at the top. But that arrow play, look at this one. So here comes the first, second, and now look at our boy Malfurion. I think we should have caught that. Bam! Insta-pop! No chance for him. Gets instantly popped there. They put the ults on him. 8 kills to 3 now. Level 13. Thrall has taken the top fort. He's going for the camp now. So both of the forts have fallen, and Team Ma is significantly behind. Okay, so with that, what do we have? Topside is going for it. What's the damage actually like on Thrall? What has been able to bring to the table here? 23,000, okay, on the side lane. 46,000 for Hanzo, 44,000 for our girl Cassia. And they are looking quite good here. Artanis. I mean, Artanis has just surpassed Malfurion in the damage output. Congratulations. He's also ahead of Rhaegar. So he has shown those two support. Who's boss here? But he needs to get a little bit more immortal damage done. And yeah, now they're going for the race. And honestly, they might... Hanzo... Nah, they're not winning this one. That's a 2,500 hit point difference on the shield now. 1.5 level difference, by the way, so that's quite significant too. And this is a problem. Double camp top, perfectly timed. Yeah, someone has to go up there. And the second that Artanis shows, they're going to make a move. And they should. They're going to burn this one down. This is a 30 mortal in the hands of LeBeast. There's no denying that. Again, the ult out on Artanis, just trying to buy themselves a little bit more time here. There's a camp at the bot lane too, but you can kiss this one goodbye. If they commit, then that's just it. So yeah, here comes the Sanctification again. They're going deep. Apo connects. But here's the Ancestral on Ixia. Masquerade! Masquerade is about to go down. Dibbles dead. Camps at the top, camps at the bottom. They're trying for follow-up kills. They go for Ultralist. They try to go for Dino here. The objective has been taken. Banana Age. Oh boy, they're in trouble. There's the swap as Quasar is trying to get out. Topside is still being pressured a little bit. The wall has already been opened up, and boys, I have bad news for the Team WAT fans. They are lacking level 16. And just now, LeBeast locks it in. That's his keep. This is keep. It could be more. It could be more. If they get kills, they could go even further and try to go for the core here. Yeah. This game went south. Oh, there's the kill. Yeah, Bishops is dropped. All right. Tennis. Viable. It's a triple, baby. That's actually crazy. They were about to potentially lose the game, and now they might even save the keep. Are you kidding? They come in, they get an easy triple kill, and now the keep has survived against the level 16 team. Oh boy, I would be so pissed if I'm LeBeast. I would be so pissed. Oh god, glorious, absolutely glorious. So yeah, there's the fort. Obviously there's momentum now for team. They're closing on level 16 talents too. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Only one that hasn't died on the blue team side is Liming. Ultralisk with the 41,000 is also top damage for the team. Philae is already on the left, and yeah, they're just trying to get the keep. They're like, boys, we can't. We just have to take this. This is not okay. Then again, Mako runs straight into the entire team here, so if he dies, that's a disaster. Hey, Borg! The heal. They were trying to snipe the keep in the back, and they just ran straight into them. This game is falling apart a little bit. Oh, 9 kills to 6. 16 on both sides, and the next Immortal is coming up in a moment. Look at him. He wants it. He wants that keep. He wants to come in, use his runes, and then move back out, but nope. They got his number. Team Wa is guarding it. They don't want to go to the next map. Memeing only gets you this far. They were looking at their picks and they're saying like, guys, we got Liming, we got Trace, that's fine. We can deal with the Artanis. There's the swap. There's the sanctification. And, oh, Bishops in the back. Gets punished by Dino. Nice. Another kill. Cassia is down to 2 more kills. Yeah, they don't want to go to another map. They want to end it here. All memes aside, they are now absolutely crushing it. Especially Dino's just zipping around like a madman. They have the kills. Only Thrall and Tyrael are alive, and they get a chance at the bot lane to go maybe even for a keep itself. They have everybody here. Top side, they got to deal with this eventually, but someone can just hearth. But this is definitely an opportunity to go straight in for the keep. There's only 2 survivors, and both of them have to go into melee range to make anything happen. There's the swap. Now we're talking. I wanted the swap early from the Quasar. Now I'm getting it. So that is a staggered death. The keep is gone. Can they propel it further? They're trying. They're trying to go for the core here. So this is the moment when you're making your plays. They are able to maybe pull it off. Shield is falling, but we are going to have 4 defenders back up. A big damage on the core as it's down to 82%. Catapult is not close enough yet. Thrall is low, 80% on the core. They're poking more with Liming. Ultralisk with 1 combo after another. 60%. Arrow cleansed out with a Nature's Cure. 44%. They're going for the victory. Masquerade dies though, and they might have to back off here. And they're losing their keep at the top. They're losing their topside keep, Artanis. That was the best that he could get out of them. I mean, in that situation, you need some cannon fodder, so why not? Topside keep is low, but it's not gone. Both of them, by the way. Not only the topside keep, the one at the bottom, as already mentioned earlier, is looking similar. Now they're trying to just turn it around in another attempt to go for maybe the objective. Dino is still using his mobility to get the shield reduced at least a little bit, but Hanzo is now on it. Oh god. The games in the series. Honestly, it's a little bit sad that a lot of the results that we had today were pretty one-sided, but the game, especially since the games themselves were not one-sided necessarily at all. We had like a lot of back and forth. But yeah, keep at the top, keep at the bottom. If they take the objective, you know they're gonna take both. They're gonna take both. So for now, they're moving back in. They're gonna take this one. Do they have to sacrifice someone to make it work though? That's the question. Dennis with the ult, trying to buy them a little bit more time with the blind. That didn't really work. Yeah, Maki, can he survive? They're trying to go for the kill. Ancestral! Maki alive! But for how long? Not long enough. Dino, they can't get Tracer. They can't get the kill on Tracer. The Quasar misses the swap, but there's a sanctification, and Diablo is once again dead. But Cassia is missing for the next push. 19.5 on both sides. Cassia, 67,000 damage for her, 77 for Hanzo. They can go through the top now. They need Tyrael, and he's moving in. There's still 2 catapults that are moving through the bot lane. Only one facing off against it. But once that we have Cassia back, she can of course deal with it. Look at the doggy. The doggy says, I had enough of this shit. I had enough of this crap. I'm gonna take this thing down now. So the keep is finally gone. The one at the top lane has also fallen. They know that without Cassia they can't push. So both keeps gone. Level 20 coming up. 41% on the core. Oh boy. It is getting nuts. Yeah, I absolutely like it. Okay, so at this point we got Bishops and Ui already moving through. We have at the bottom of the map still everybody trying, of course, to get an easy kill. If they can, for example, get a good swap out, maybe an engage, just a root with Malfurion and just get one kill, they might be able to snowball this towards a victory on the core. With 40%, it's pretty easy to go for that. So at this point, as you can see, they're starting to make their play. Dino's already moving down to the bottom, trying to see if he can maybe engage at the side, get a kill against the Squishy in, go for Bishops, go for Make, for example. But there is a lot of pressure now. The one thing that's obviously a big issue is that there's still a Ford standing at the top lane, which means that every single lane now we have a catapult for LeBeast at the top lane, but we have no counter pressure from Team Was minion waves. And that is a big problem if you're looking at the timer. We have 19 minutes. These catapults topside really hurt, and additionally the shaman camp of LeBeast is also moving through the top lane. So this is gonna be a very big issue once that we're going into the next objective. And LeBeast is already pushing these lanes out even further to increase the pressure and also take pressure away from their own core. They're also stealing the camp now because they know that this would be really bad if it travels through the bottom of the map and pushes catapults onto the core. So it's an interesting situation that we find ourselves in. With 41% on the red team's Nexus in particular. The question is also always, can they just go for the core and move in? Artanis! No! The arrow soaked by Diablo, and it would have been the end of him. But they might turn it now. They might turn it! No! The Quasar, he's dead! Artanis, no! Oh boy, that is a 5v4. That is bad news. An entire minute. And if they take the objective, it's game. What they gotta be careful about is that nobody backdoors them now. But even down here, catapults are soon gonna move in. Yeah, this is rough. Halftime show has already been won. And here comes the catapult. Trying to go in. Fight is happening already down at the bottom. They want more. Ultralist is trying to save the day. But yeah, this is tricky now. This is really tricky. How do you get past that? 23 seconds until Artanis is up. And if they get the Immortal should be able to end this. With 100% shield, or well, not 100, but like 80, 85. Yeah, they take it. They have it, and if they get more kills now, that would be a disaster. Body blocks on Malfurion. Body blocks on Malfurion. Rega is dead though, but so is Malf. Malf is down. Both of the supports are gone. Ultralisk wants the resets on Liming. They don't have the heals here. Do they have to let this go again? Without the support, it's going to be very, very difficult to engage too hard. If you lose too many heroes, then you're in trouble. So they're escorting the bot lane in. They're trying to get the catapult into a good position. And Masquerade just ends. Masquerade is dead. Dibbles is back. He had the stacks, but yeah, that reduces the hit point pool significantly. Ult from the Quasar, much better this time. Can they still go for a kill? Ancestral Wrath from Ui, still alive! The core, the Immortal is on the core, and Tracer is dead. They go for the kill. Tyrael down. The explosion, that's 5%. 40. Is it a game? Is it a wrap? And it is a victory for LeBeast as Team loses Battlefield of Eternity. GG. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Team against LeBeast. Yeah, the last game, I said it. It went really, really well for Team for a long, long time. Honestly, for a huge part of this, I thought they could maybe win it. It looked really good. And then they picked Artanis and it all went to shit. No. I mean, again, so I thought, honestly, that even with Artanis they can win the game. They had Li Ming for Ultralist. They had Tracer for Dino. It seemed pretty crazy. But it was... LeBeast was just getting some momentum here. And again, Artanis just doesn't offer enough in the role. So he was struggling there quite a bit. We had a couple of fun swaps. But outside of that, not really all that much. He did some damage to the Immortal. But yeah, I think we're going to see more of a real draft now. It was all fun and games when you had a 3-0 lead. Now that all of a sudden LeBeast is starting to sneak into this, I doubt that they are going to fun around too much here. So we got a ban, but we'll see. Team, well, if they have any fault, then I would say it's sometimes they get a little bit too complacent. We've seen that in the X Cup several times, especially in the qualifiers. But I would say that at this point, we're going to have a few voices on the team. They're going to be like, okay, guys, it was nice, but let's go real here. Now, we'll see. We'll see how the draft goes. It was a very entertaining game, though. And that's honestly something that I can appreciate quite a bit. I love the Nova pick on Volskaya. Was maybe a little bit too overboard going for Nazebo plus Nova plus Zul. But it was kind of fun to see something a bit more out of the box and then trying to also put it to the test on Battlefield. Alright. But now we're on Tomb. We have the ban on Hanzo, and there's immediately, like, they're shutting down bishops now. And this is something that I could have seen happening already earlier than that, because bishop's impact in all of the games where he gets his Hanzo is absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. So here comes Rhaegar as a quick pick. And, well, let's see what the response is on the red team. I like the Junkrat. Jojo also makes it through, so with the wave clear that she provides on Tomb of the Spider Queen, she's solid. Junkrat has good interrupt potential. And there's momentum now for LeBeast. So it's all fine to say, you know, Team Ra is going to play real now and going to easily beat them. But if you build up some momentum for yourself and things start flowing and you're in a proper rhythm, then you can easily take another game. And then all of a sudden we're looking at a 7th map and anything can happen there. Dequaza this time going straight up for Vala. And Dino goes for Vala. Dequaza goes straight up for Urel. And with Vala, you're now in that weird spot where you don't really know what is Masquerade going to do. We could see even an Uther ban. If they feel that we're going to get a dub... This is a problem, because Dequaza loves to play Stitches here. But with Vala, if she goes on an auto attack style, then you might even ban someone like Uther. Because double support with Vala auto attack can be real rough. They ban Medivh instead. Kind of like it too. Goes a little bit into the same line of thought where you have more to keep Vala alive and keep those stacks for her, the Gambit stacks. But that opens up a lot of possibilities now. You can play double support, but you don't have to if you're on Team Wa. You can play Stitches, but there's a lot of other options. Uther main tank, having the double support set up, something completely different. Maybe even going for a Diablo here. So this is a real good start into the draft that really keeps LeBeast guessing. Dino is someone who I wouldn't put it past it to play an auto attack style with Vala, even if it's a single support. But then of course you're looking at Tomb of the Spider Queen. You can play multi-shot build here. So there's a lot of flexibility in the start that they have into the draft now. And that can really help you. And this is going to tell us also quite a bit. What is LeBeast now going to do? Yeah, Jojo side lane. I didn't think they would do it on Tomb. I didn't think they would do it here, but I really like when it happens. Pick Joanna early, suggest that she's the main tank, but she has everything that a side laner needs, and we've seen this now quite a lot. So Diablo is the main tank for them. They're going to swap the heroes over, and Jojo's going to be played at the side. That helps you with a lot of the 5-mans that you're going to have later, and it adds also the potential to just go into Falling Sword. You can get the additional stun in, but this is a really tough frontline to go through. And here comes Malthael and Tyrael. So solo support Vala, Malthael, Tyrael. Malthael in particular can be a bit of a nuisance here if he goes last rights and drops them there. But this is going to be spicy. Vicious on Tracer. Could swap with Marke. Oh boy. Alright guys, I like it. Let's go. Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. This is a map number... I don't even remember. But yeah, this could be the one game where Team Rat clinches out the series or we're gonna go the full distance to game number 7. So see you guys in a sec on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Quasar on Urel in the next game. Very different map, obviously. First of all, 3 lanes and a lot more wave clear. Ha! Dino! Look at him! Going straight up into the Creed of the Hunter. Auto attack style with this Vala. Banana H on Rhaegar. He has a triple front line that he can deal with. We got Ultralisk, got Malthael, Masquerade on Tyrael. And on the right side of the map, it's Ui on Johanna. So yes, they swapped the heroes over. Ixion, Stukov, Mako on Tracer, Bishops on Junkrat. And Play is playing a Diablo. Yeah, the good old Johanna side lane. I like it. I personally really enjoy that. There's a lot of advantages you have with it. Obviously also some disadvantages too. It's not like you're gonna win the 1 versus 1. But as long as you're not getting slaughtered in it, you are fine. And then in team fights later on, you have a good position. Right now, we're going to watch out for Dino. He decided to go into an auto-attack style despite the fact that he doesn't have a double support behind him. His advantage is that there's 3 frontliners that can help him and create some space for him. If you're going into Creed of the Hunter, stacking obviously is quite important, but it's even more important that you don't die. The added attack speed is giving you so much value, especially once you have your Oh my god, is he aggressive. Holy hell. Dino, what the fuck was that? He just vaulted into them. What? Full-on Sudoku move by Dino. And now they also lose Rhaegar. Team? So he lost the first Gambit stack. It's not really a disaster if you die once, but that was absolutely unnecessary. Way too aggressive. He literally vaulted into them. That's crazy. As I was just about to say, the most important thing with Vala is honestly to keep those Gambit stacks. Because once you have Manticore, and especially the Farflight Quiver, that extra attack speed is proccing Manticore like crazy. So Dino needs to be... I mean, I don't have a problem if he plays aggressive, but that was a bit too much. So we'll see. We now have at the bot lane, Quasar holding the line. Dino, of course, shouldn't really be too happy about that engage, and they want to take him down. They want to remove those Gambit stacks. He can move those auto attacks in a little bit quicker. Marker, yeah, going straight up for Vala, but there's the kill against Jojo. Jojo is down. Nicely done. Yeah, Masquerade is still alive here too. The stacks are coming together. Make himself is also very, very low as Ultralisk starts to chase him. And as we're talking about chasing, Dino just always good for another auto attack here. But again, he needs to be a bit careful. Already gets attacked once more. Drops low. Banana H was able to save him there. But he needs to be very careful. He also forces his support to play way further up at the front than he wants to, and that's not a good thing either. So Death Dealer on level 4, we got 35 stacks now. Still just rattling away here. 44 gems. They have a big gem count now. They've gotten only 1 kill. The red team actually has 2, but the advantage in gems still goes to Team Wa. So if they are able to lock the first Web Weaver wave in, maybe with a talent lead, that would be pretty neat. But either way, we now have Dino fully focused. Obviously, LeBeast, they know that they have to deal with him. If they don't, then in the late game, he's going to crush. Think also a little bit about Tracer. I mean, Make picked Tracer into Vala, and they can apply a lot of damage here. But at the same time, once that Dino has his Manticore, and on top of that, again, even more important, the Farflight Quiver later on, these auto attacks are going to wreck Make. Make is playing on borrowed time here. He needs to make sure that he is putting a lot of pressure on. They try to get those kills, because in the later stages, the auto attacks against Tracer are going to be a huge problem. And you can already see it happen right here. Make is getting attacked, Crashered back immediately. And the first reward for Dino. Oh my god! Dino, he's still fighting it out, by the way. Getting even more attacks in. 57 for now, but I think it's really time to retreat at least a little bit. Level 7 is ready. And with that, we are, of course, getting the hot pursuit for him. More movement speed. Yeah, the agility is going to help him here. Oh, boy. This is going to be an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah, Tracer wants those kills, and Dino realizes that he needs at least a little bit of mana. So, yeah, Make gets attacked again. We have already 20 gems delivered from the blue team, 17 by team LeBeast. And yeah, let's go and see how Vala is going to fare here. The early death gave Dino a bit of pause, I would assume, but right now he's still stacking it up nicely against Diablo. It's obviously one of the easier targets. And look at Make. Make is exactly in that spot that we've been talking about. He doesn't die here, even with the damage over time, but he needs to back off. He had 28 HP, that's all that was left there. And Dino is getting more auto attacks as we speak. He's sitting at 80, so he's very close to getting the second reward here for himself. Blue team also turns in first. They're slightly behind in experience, but nowhere near level 10, so both teams still have access to level 7, and that's it. They should try and get some damage out. Masquerade? He's able to move away if they catch him. 18 gems, 15 gems lost. That would be quite annoying. But Make, that Tracer pick, if they get the kills on Dino, that's great. But I assume that we're going to get Gloom on level 13. That's going to make it more difficult for Tracer to get the damage connected when she jumps into the backline. And then all of these auto connects, whenever Make goes a bit too deep, are going to be very tricky to deal with. And you're going to have also follow-up potential from Ultralisk on his Malfire. We're not quite there yet, but level 10 is close. So here comes soon the second quest reward for Vala, as she's sitting at 92 stacks and it's just stutter steps from one position to another. Look at this. Bishops is insanely low right away. Nearly getting an insta-kill on Bishops and forcing him back immediately, so that top lane is now fully exposed and Dino is just playing around it. No problem for him. They're already getting damage done in the middle. There's level 10. With that, we have an additional stun. Also, Rain of Vengeance. Dino, the Ancestral. Better safe than sorry by Banana Age. You know fully well that if they can keep Dino alive, that's going to be the dream. And they're already falling back to the boss after they take Diablo down. Dibbles is dead. And this is not going to be a mystery. Team is known to be aggressive around bosses, and they're going in there again. Mako, on the other hand, gets immediately attacked there and has to back off. But they are not trying to take over, so it was a sneaky attempt to go for the boss, but they are not following necessarily through with it. They're still forcing the fight here. We have 102 stacks by now for Vala, so more damage from her. Also the first stack for Malta, let's not forget about that. He used the last rights against Diablo in the last encounter, and that really helped too. The blind on Jojo, a little bit annoying for Dino at times, but obviously not enough to shut him down completely. Yeah, APOC, Sanctification, they keep everything alive here. Make immediately gets attacked again. There's the Reptile, but Diablo is dead. Make trying his best to get a counter kill, but couldn't make it happen thus far. Dino dancing in again. Malthel is dead as Tracer is able to seal the deal on the side laner. But Make now also super low, and there's Dino nearly getting the kill, and he finally locks it in. Dodge this bitch. No chance, going full Matrix on them. Tracer down, and that's the end of Jojo. Blondie is dead, and Dino on the way to the boss. Could also go Tempered by Discipline. If he's not afraid of Tracer and the engages, Tempered by Discipline would help him to go for solo bosses too. 31,000 damage now. And they are ready for another turn in here. And they're trying to get it. Yeah, Dino turned in the gems that he has. 31,000 damage now. Has only died that one time, and they're getting closer to the 13. But there's some crazy plays here. And also a shout out, by the way, to Banana H. I mean, he has a lot on his plate, trying to make sure that Vala doesn't die. Dino can only go so aggressive because he knows that Tyra with the Sanctification, the shield is always there for him. And that Banana Age is always doing the same thing. So here comes the second Webweaver wave. The first fort has already fallen in the first encounter. And then now coming in for the next attack here in the middle. And the stacks for Dino aren't too bad either. I mean, at this point... Oh! Make! Yeah! That is the problem right there. That's 10% attack speed gone. Second Gambit stack has been eliminated. And he was close to the next thing. But yeah, here comes the last ride. And that, of course, gives another stack for Malthael on his ult. That was an important kill. Stukov missing means that there's no heals anymore for the team. Especially against Malthael, that's a problem. But a very important kill against Vala, who's now back. That was exactly the kind of play that needed to be made by Make. Making a statement there as well, of course. So, yes, here we go. That time, Dequasar, the ult. Vala is back. Vala is back. Dino is here, and they can go for more kills. I don't think they expected her just yet. Oi is low, Make is low. Blaze on the run, and Dibbles. He's gonna fall now. Markin moved in and was able to push him back a little bit. But then we had the kill from Dino. The bomb is there again. He always tries to keep him on his toes. But as already expected a little bit previously, we have at this point the Gloom on 13 that helps against the Tracer engage. Good for them. And, well, on top of that, the next stack. Tracer is now struggling more and more. There's also another kill against Junkrat. That's, of course, gems lost too, so it's not only the kills that really hurt them here and the stacks that Dino is getting on Vala, but it's really the problem that they are missing their ticket back into the game as they're losing gem after gem. Bruiser Camp is also stolen away from them. They have level 15, 9 kills, 2-4. And with 2 deaths, it's a bit annoying for Dino that he lost the 10%, so the Manticore damage is not going to be that insane. He still is relying on an additional 15% compared to losing the entire Gambit. But the auto attack damage in and of itself, obviously, is what adds an additional problem to this. And you can tell that for Tracer, it is getting more difficult to make those backline engagements just jumping in as long as Dino pays attention and connects those auto attacks. They take the boss. Yeah, Marky gets attacked, stunned out once, low, and gets murdered by Urel. They kept the recall point in mind, and now they're just starting to clean house. The boss is already moving in, Diablo is isolated, and is trying to make a play here. At the bottom, they're going fully to Dibbles is about to die. Diablo down, that's 2 heroes missing for the defense. The boss going for keep. All the forts are already lost. The ult from Malthael, this time without consequences. Ui still had his iron skin and used it. But look how deep they're pushing this out. Nice move by X here, but it's not enough to keep himself alive. Urel was there. Banana H low, and he gets dropped, but so does the keep. The keep is gone, 185 stacks, Manticore is in, which makes things even more tricky. They try to go for a Jojo kill, she survives, but that's the first keep of the game gone. Big plays being made by the team in blue. They have level 16, as already pointed out. Now we got, it's actually Malzael who's at 59,000 damage. And Vala at 52. So currently we're going for another turn in. They got the gems to make it happen. They Quasar and Dino, they turn in, and that gives them another Web Weaver wave. So far we didn't have a single one for the red team. LeBeast is still struggling here. Tracer died 3 times now. She's currently at 46,000 damage, nearly on par with the damage output that we're seeing from Junkrat. Both of them doing a decent job. But it's just not enough to get those kills. They are still trailing behind by 7 kills right now. And it's really difficult. Look also at that front line. Neither Urel nor Tyrael have died yet. Both of them have not fallen yet. Push at the bot lane. Nice approach here for a kill, and they get it. Malthael is down. That's exactly what they needed. Sanctification comes out to save the rest of the team. They're not giving up on getting some damage done with the push. Vala obviously once more stack. She's getting close on another reward, and there it is. 200 stacks for her. And Diablo is feeling the pressure, for sure. With Manticore and all the damage output now, he needs to be careful, but at least they have level 16 so they can start fighting back a bit. They started to defend the middle. Top lane push is going for the core, but I don't think we're going to see too much fall here. And the blue team is still fighting. It's a 4 versus 5, but they're still willing to fight and engage. Ancestral, Dino's kept alive again and eats one grenade after another as Junkrat is taking aim into the corridor. They're starting to move out here, but that was a very good defense by LeBeast. That was a very, very good defense. The kill against, first of all, Malzael was fantastic. Exactly what they needed here. And now they don't even lose any points on the core. Even with everything pushing, that didn't happen. But Stukov falls! No! And now it could be a chase. Stukov is down. Malthael is coming. Malthael is moving in. Dino survives for now. Gets the shield from Tyrael. Rhaegar moves back in. And if he can get that ult off, Malthael will help them to deliver another kill. Yep, there it is. Last rites. Diablo is down. That's the 3rd stack for Malthael. 15-second cooldown reduction, and they're pushing through the bot lane a bit further, trying to steal the camp away from them. 20 stacks away from Vala, hitting another reward here now. Yeah, big damage. Big damage from her. and very difficult to deal with the auto attacks for particularly Malganyr. 74,000 for Vala. Easy top damage in the game. Score is 3-2. First team to hit the 4 is going to take the victory at the Nexus Cup. Our French tournament here. 62,000 damage for Junkrat. Dainu with another camp taken. And finally, we get a Web Weaver wave for LeBeast. They finally make it happen. They have a chance now to take some structures down. As long as they don't lose someone here. Diablo uses the Apocalypse early. The stun, the kill. Dibbles is dead. Down for the full count. And this is a disaster, an absolute disaster. But Urel is down. The Ancestrals is a second too late. Make again coming through for the team here. He's trying for another kill, but instead it is Jojo that dies. The battle between the damage dealers. The Rega Ancestral hits Vala. She's alive. They take Tracer. They take Junkrat. Another quest reward for Vala, and now the chance to go for game and core at the bot lane. They have the big opportunity here. Siege Giants are already here. Another keep is about to be murdered, and it's only Stukov that's left. This is not looking good for LeBeast. This could be the end. The Nexus Cup might end right here, right now, as with a level 20 and Acrobat. We have team going for the core. Diablo is back, but for how long? He gets immediately focused here. Dino the only one attacking the core, escorting catapults in as well as the Siege Giants. 18 kills to 7. Here comes Jojo. Needs that blind. He gets dodged, and this is it. The champion of the Nexus Cup is Team as they take victory with a 4-2 score in the best of 7 grand final. Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.